So Joyce Meyer likes saying the easiest way to being happy is to forget yourself and get busy helping others. And last year as I was watching the Max on YouTube, please go check them out. The Max, I mean, they are the bomb, right? They're a South African couple and they are YouTubers. They normally talk about marriage and religion, right? But anyway, go check them out. I was watching the Max earlier on last year and they were talking about, their word for the year is servitude. And I've never been one to have a word that will guide my actions for the year. So when I heard them talking about that, I thought, you know what? I don't have a word for myself, so I'll just steal the Max's word, servitude. And I started using that word throughout my relationships. When I started implementing that word on a day-to-day basis, I started thinking of ways to make my husband's day a little bit easier, right? So I started things like, I don't iron laundry, but I decided last year, or was it year before last, that I'm going to start ironing his clothes. So last year, I mean, it was a full year of doing that, right? I was ironing only the wet clothes, guys. Don't push it now. I decided I'm going to just iron his wet clothes, and it made things easier for him. For friends, I'm one of those people who will just isolate themselves and not talk to people. I will think about you the whole week, the whole month, but I will never call you. So last year, as part of servitude, I decided I'm going to start calling the people. As I think about them, I will make sure that I try as much as I can to call them immediately. And I found that I got in contact with a whole lot of people in my circle, right? And I made people's day just to check up on them. And that's how I ran with the servitude idea last year. So, and I found that the more I call people and they were surprised that I'm calling or I'm sending a WhatsApp, I mean, my groups, they would be like, oh my gosh, did you just say hi? Did you just start a conversation? My friends were so happy. It just put a smile on their faces. And I realized that the more I did it, the more, I also felt good about myself. So what is it this year that you can do to make somebody's day, to make somebody's year? And that's exactly what we're talking about today. Servitude for peace sake. I am Pulaa Montz, your inner voice magnified. Guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. And for those of you who are new to this channel, super excited that you're here. I hope you'll find the content on this platform worthy enough for you to subscribe. And if you have already done so, please get your people and their people to subscribe to this channel. Guys, don't forget to click the notification bell because it lets you know every time I upload a new video so that you can come check it out, right? And the maths is simple. If you like this video, then like it. If you like it. And your comments keep the conversation between me and you flowing. I really appreciate your comments. And thank you so much to all of you who normally, have these discussions with me, give me feedback around the things that I talk about. And today I just want to give a special shout out, to Makhokhonolo Moseki. Hi sis, thank you so much. She's one of those people who's forever posting my videos on her platform. So guys, if you listen to this video and it inspires you, please share it on your platform. And if you get to the end of the video and you feel like it was a waste of time, I tell you, nothing is ever a coincidence. Maybe somebody connected to you needs this specific message, so just share it on your platform, right? So guys, servitude, it's not anything big, right? You don't have to do anything big to develop an attitude of servitude in your life. Something as simple as calling someone when you think about them, making that commitment that this year, if you are one of those people like me, a very isolated person, you are a very you are introverted, right? You enjoy your space. Make that commitment that this year, when you think about someone, immediately you'll send them an SMS, a WhatsApp, you'll call them, you'll do something to get in contact, and see how that makes you feel when you see their response, that you actually thought about them and did something about it. It gets so old every time somebody calls you and you're like, oh my gosh, I was thinking about you and I got so tired of doing that. I thought this time around, can I just be the one who calls and somebody says, oh my gosh, I was thinking about you this morning, and it felt so good. I tell you, just that simple gesture will give you so much joy, and you will have peace when you just for once forget yourself, forget being the queen in the relationship or the king in the relationship, wanting to be served all the time. Just adopt Christ attitude. He was a servant leader. He came here and he served the world, right? He served his disciples. He just didn't want to be put on a pedestal. He wanted to get his hands dirty. So what is it that you can do to make somebody's life easier this year? For those of you hardworking parents, and you forever knocking off late, can you maybe dedicate one day in a week where you'll say, knock off time on this day every week, I'm going home because I want to spend time with my kids. I want to spend time with my partner, right? Just that one thing. You're like, okay, normally you knock off at 8, but your actual knock off time is 4. And you decide, you know what, every Thursday at 4 or latest 5 o'clock, I'm out of the office because the kids are still up by then. I'm going to get some time to spend with them. And when they go to bed, I'll get some time, an hour or so to spend with my partner as well, just to make their week. They will look forward to that specific day, knowing that mommy is very busy or daddy is very busy. But when it comes to Wednesdays, every Wednesdays we know we have supper together because this year she or he has dedicated that evening to family time, right? Something. I mean, some of us have helpers in our homes. Sometimes your helper is your age group. Are you satisfied with a person your age serving you for life and not doing anything to improve them? What is it that you can do to make sure that your helper becomes somebody beyond just being a helper? What is it that you can do to improve that person? Don't be comfortable with having a person the same age as you serving you and not doing anything to help them improve, especially if they are willing to be helped, if they want to improve their lives. Sometimes people think it's too late for me. I'm 35 years old, I'm 40 years old, I can't start dreaming now, I can't start going to Abed. But if you encourage them and show them the importance of just pushing themselves to do something, get that matric certificate, if that's the only thing that they can get, encourage that person to educate themselves, give them, bring that vision back or their dreams back, encourage them to, imagine again a better life for themselves. What is it that you can do for somebody this year that will make sure, it serves you? Ultimately, it doesn't really serve you because, it doesn't improve your life in any way, but you just do it for the sake of helping that person. But I tell you, nothing that you do for somebody else will just be wasted. You will feel good on the inside. You will, when you start seeing your helper maybe really running with this idea and getting that matric, and all of a sudden you hear them saying, you know what, I'm going to apply for the bursary, or I want to apply for NSFAS, I'm just going for it. You've encouraged me, and you see this person blossom. I mean, that will give you fulfillment more than an increase or a bonus can ever give you. Okay, what is it that you can do for somebody else this year? Just committing to that one thing for one person. If it's going to be just a week-long thing, then find another person to help. What is it that you can keep doing every month for someone, just for the sake of doing something for somebody else? I mean, that will give you peace like you've never experienced before. I am Pulaa Montz, your inner peace and purpose coach. Guys, don't forget to do the right thing. subscribe to my channel. Yeah, yeah. You know, I think I'm a rapper at times.